Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Mike, 56, right there. 56.
18 Rattler.
56, the Mike, boys, 56.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Watch out.
60 Eagle. Bang. Go.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Trap 60.
Herbert now. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Mike 4. Hey, I'm coming. Mike 4. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Hey, Smash.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
They snap it to Herbert. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it.
And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Mayfield's going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Regular.
Now Mayfield.
Check. Slam.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, alert!
He's coming. Double up.
What's that?
Double up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike, 4. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Reload.
D, tighten up.
Trap goal 80.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Herbert with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Mayfield now. That's caught. It's Demetric Felton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
180. Hey, watch that. Hey, alert 33.
Switch.
Done.
Mayfield on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
King.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Uchenna Nwosu in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Point it right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beat.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. The Charger drive about to get going.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Jalen Guyton was undrafted out of North Texas, but he's carved out a nice little role with this offense, especially when he runs routes like that and makes catches.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Mike 4. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
To the air again, Herbert.
Give me some. Give me some.
Herbert has it knocked free. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield on play action. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
20.
Mike, 49.
Point it right.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
Hurry!
Throwing, Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
36. Run.
Play fake. Mayfield steps away. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Baker Mayfield as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. but I'd keep an eye on...
It got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check 49.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Cowboy 80.
Mike 4, Mike.
Check.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 4. Hey, let's get them home.
Now it's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by John Johnson. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
4 down, check.
Hey, alert, alert, alert!
31.
Alert!
All day, every day.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Watch the twist. 31's the mic.
Real.
Coming after you.
One cut.
2nd down, Mayfield.
Check.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
On third down, Mayfield. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50, the 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels? And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
I can't believe they let you play.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Cougar 19! Cougar 19!
Herbert off of play action. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
Let's get off the field.
That's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Let's go, fellas.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Over the middle, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
19 Tiger!
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Guyton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
4 down. Check.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Come on, D.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hawk 70.
Here is Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Hurry!
49.
King!
Mayfield down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's checking.
On the counter, Hunt.
Check.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Wide, get wide.
Now Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. Touchdown! Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns might be headed to the win column for the first time in 2021 as they add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes... And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you're playing a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Williams brings it in. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your...
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check 4. Check 3.
They run again with Hunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To Guyton, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing, Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
It's our time. It's our time. Go.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Herbert to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Get that ball. Mike 4, Mike 19. Pick it up.
Herbert. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Lambo on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
We got 4.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side...